Stock market crash? Good. Let's go. What is going on, everyone? Jeremy Ritz here. Courage pays better than fear trading. Happy Monday. Thank God it's Monday. Let's go. It's time to get after it. And I started this video by saying stock market crash? Good. There is a retired Navy SEAL, Jocko Willink. Dude is a beast. Talks about leadership, author, business owner, and he has this motto, this saying that when stuff gets hard, when there's challenges that come, difficulties, he has one response to that, and that is good. And you know what? In the stock space, the market space, and I do it too with my thumbnails, but all you see are these thumbnails that say market crash, oh my God, sell everything, sky is falling, this, that, and the other. And it's the end of the world. But we know, just historically, by looking at the charts, go back to 1929, go to the dot-com bubble, 1999 into 2000, go to 2008, the Great Recession. What happened every time after all of these drops and declines and crashes? The market came back and ripped with intensity. And so just because we have a drawdown or a dip or a crash, worst case scenario, it's an opportunity, right? And I say this because last Friday we had a sell down in the market. We were down around 100 points at one moment in time, and then came back. This was on the SPX, finished about 91 points down. But you would think that we sold down 500 points by the way everybody's reacting. But here's the thing, we've been on a ripper, almost 19% from the drop off of the SPX, from the weakness between the war with Iran and the United States. We've gone up 19%. So a little dip like we've had is good. It's a good thing. And honestly, if we ever do have a stock market crash, if we ever do have a drop, sure, it's going to cause some short-term pain. But guess what? That's where generational wealth is built. That's where the massive opportunity is. Warren Buffett, his quote, you've heard me say several times here before, be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. So if a market crash ever comes, we are going to say a four-letter word that doesn't start with F. It's good. We are going to conjure up Jocko, and if it comes, bring it. Let's go. We will build that wealth. But anyway, this is going to be a fun week, an interesting week out there, because you do have concerns about inflation being higher because of the persistence of the war between Iran and the United States. We'll see how much longer that this continues. The longer that it drags on, energy prices are going to be higher. That's going to push up on inflation. We know that story. We've talked about it how many times. That could force a recession. Some say possibly even a global recession. So we have that element out there. We also just have the fact that the market is overstretched, overvalued just from a technical basis. You could see by looking at the charts that we need to cool down a bit. There's no secret there. And the big catalyst this week, NVIDIA earnings on Wednesday. I will have my NVIDIA earnings preview probably today. I'm going to have that up, so there's 2 days for you guys to check that out ahead of the report. But that's going to be the great dictator of where the market goes. And check out the earnings preview, but I'm going to talk about what has happened the last few times that NVIDIA has reported and why it has signaled what is to come in the market the next several months, right? And I think this time could be a little bit different from how it's reported in the past, but you're going to want to check out that earnings preview. Again, that report comes Wednesday at market close. But that's going to tell us everything that we need to know about the next 3 to 4 months in the market. And so I am amped up about that report. I can't wait. And so we'll see what happens there. In terms of data this week, nothing really crazy. We do get the Federal Reserve meeting minutes, but how much can you read into those? Because Jerome Powell is done and it is now the Warsh show. So we will get Warsh's first press conference if he decides to do those. I believe he will. I actually have to check that out today. So we got a new man in charge at the Fed. That's going to be crazy seeing him lead the meetings after being used to Powell for so long. So I can't wait to check that out. And outside of that, it's all about NVIDIA. This week is NVIDIA week. There's nothing else. That's what we're paying attention to. As I talked about yesterday on the Sunday setup, looking for continuation of the sell down Monday and Tuesday, some choppiness on Wednesday, and then we'll get the real move come Thursday, and then we'll go from there. And the big earnings remaining yet to go this cycle, this quarter, we still have MU who has to report. Is that a turtle? Man, that's a big old turtle on the road. Did you guys see that? My Lord. I was waiting to see like a bandana on him and he had a katana or something. He just crawled out of the sewer. Anyway, lost my train of thought. So anyway, it's all about NVIDIA. So we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, the remaining companies, the big earnings reports that we have the remainder of this week. You got MU, which is going to be huge. The last time they reported, they gapped down. Who knows what's going to happen with them? They've been great for scalping, so I'll probably scalp them a little bit today. We also are going to have Broadcom, who's going to be reporting, and Oracle. I will have earnings previews on all three of those companies, so check that out. And if you want to learn how to trade the stock market, if you want to learn the basics, the fundamentals of investing and trading to get started, click the link down in the description below. Sign up. I will send you my free Wealth Accelerator class, 4 videos, almost 5 hours of education. Sign up for that. Check that out. New issue of the Courage Letter, my newsletter that I started last month. That is coming out the 22nd. So be ready for that. You can find details for that in the description too. And don't forget about the 1 Million Investor Challenge. I have my first live webinar this week to teach people how to open a brokerage account to buy their first share of stock. I'm excited about that. I set the goal for myself till next May to get 1 million people to open a brokerage account and buy at least 1 share of a stock. That's a big lift, but I'm here for it. Let's do it. Oh yeah, my Ironman is coming up September 19th. I can't wait. Let's go. In trading for that. Life is good, man. Good. We started with good, we end with good, and let's close with this. Make it a great day, honor the moment, and most importantly, be grateful. Take care, everyone. Crush this Monday.